What should be the new government's biggest priority?
I'd like to see like a timeline of when they think COVID restrictions will end. It seems like there's just keeps being pushed off and pushed off and pushed off, whereas other countries in Europe, like Norway, just announced that they're ending all COVID restrictions. So I'd like to see, like, get an idea of when they're going to be lifting restrictions.
But there's just no transparency. There's no clarity, and all of the issues that there needs to be clarity on are just clouded right over.
Taking care of our own. Definitely, I find the government, they're quick to, want to bring like the refugees from Afghanistan and stuff like this, which I don't get me wrong. They obviously need help, but look at our own society and how broken it is, how screwed up mental health care is, and these people, war vets, even stuff like that, like they get looked over. You know what I mean? Like we got enough problems to fix here. We don't need to look elsewhere to find more problems to bring in and try to take care of. So I think that'd be one of the biggest things, is helping Canadians.
If we could have a strong sense of identity as people sharing the same air and water and children, and somehow defending ourselves if we have to, if it comes to that. I think we're a bit naive. We're politically naive. We're walking around in the world of angry giants with big issues.
Getting the economy right and doing whatever we need to do, tasks that are big and small and medium, get those tasks done so that the economy, which a lot of young people, new graduates are looking towards, they want to see opportunities. They don't want to finish college, university, and wind up pouring coffee or picking up a CERB check or whatever. So the economy, it's always been number one.
Allowing people not to be scared. Allowing people to know that vaccines are something that is common, but however, the scared people that are here going on is literally going to affect their immune system. So if they're scared and they're stressed out, their immune system's going to drop. So in that sense, even those who are not contracting the COVID-19 are still going to drop their immune system and go back to the hospital for other reasons.
Well, looking after the, the reconciliation and health, basically, that's, I would say, the two priorities.
It should getting everybody vaccinated. COVID-19 should be their biggest priority, and testing, number one, and vaccination, number two, but they go hand in hand.
I really feel that the government should be concentrating on getting people back employed again. Maybe stopping these freebies that the people are getting because of the COVID, and getting people weaned off of that and then back into the working world. I think it's pretty important that people feel that they need to be giving back to the country instead of just receiving from the country all the time.
The biggest priority should definitely be the pandemic. The sooner we can get back to normal and enjoy the restaurants and get the economy going, I think the better we'll all be.
I think it's still COVID-19 because it's not really erased. And of course, I think coming back with the economy. I think so, because things are getting so much, the cost is much higher and everything, so I think this has to be addressed.
Taking away the vaccine mandates.
Lowering
let
gas
people
prices.
work. And for sure, old people's homes, we never treated them right, and the hospitals have been overcrowded for the last 40 years.
Let's do something about it.
Yeah, do something about it. That's it for us.
Gas prices should come down too.
There we go.
I think our economy is important after this hit that we've taken from the pandemic, but so is our healthcare system and our social services. But I think the two probably go together.
I think our First Nations issues have to be addressed once and for all. This keeps going on and on. Nothing gets resolved. There's promises made and broken, as it has been for hundreds of years. But it's time to settle this and to satisfy this population, the First Nations people, and to move on.
Deal with the pandemic and work. We need the economy to get better.
I would say denomination of the country. Like they've separated all of us, kind of thing. You can see by the blue and the red on the voting. But yeah, I don't know. He's kind of lost all our faith of all the people in the West.
I think it should be about healthcare and about students.
Well, carry on with the COVID, get this under control is the best they can. Try to bring some unity to the country. There's a lot of division right now.
I don't really know how we can recover from the debt that's being incurred. I think we've got to start looking at that instead of just plain doling out money to people to get them through the hard times. I understand completely why they've gone that way, but I think we've got to find out how we're going to get out of that as well. And I think right now everything revolves around COVID.